Hi, this is Dr. Eric Westman for Adapt Your Life and Ask Adapt. And this program is a low carb program, easy to sustain. Of all the different types of ways of eating, the low carb way of eating is one that controls hunger. And you may notice that it's fundamentally different than any other weight loss diet you've tried if you're doing it for weight loss. Most weight loss programs, if they have carbohydrate in them, will leave you with hunger. And the hallmark of the low carb program or way of eating is that the hunger is controlled or gone, so that you're able to live without the feeling of having to eat all the time. Getting to the questions, Joanne says, I've tried to stick to many weight loss diets in my life. I've never been able to stick to any. Why is this one different? Well, that's right. So it cuts the hunger out, and that's why it's different. Although you might be asking, why is the hunger gone? Well, no one knows for sure, but the fundamental awareness that carbohydrates, sugars, and starches make you hungry becomes clear after just a few days of not having them. Let me rephrase it. You would never know that the carbohydrates, the sugars and starches, are the foods that make you hungry until you stop them. So we teach people in a 1-hour session, going through what's almost like a grieving process of getting rid of the foods that you've developed attachment to and the foods that you crave even for a day or two, but you realize that these are really just attachments to foods that make you hungry. So why not become attached to foods that don't make you hungry all the time? So is it easy to sustain? I think in the big picture, yes, some people have no issues at all. And some people have lots of issues because they're unable to break the connection to the foods that gave them comfort and emotional support or emotional comfort. And that's part of the process when you're helping someone in a clinical setting to understand that there may be some bumps in the road, if you will. But when you really think about it, the body needs proteins and fats. It does not need the carbohydrates, the sugars and starches. And the sugars and starches are what make you want to eat all the time, leading a lot of people to getting obesity and diabetes. Back to the questions. Ted says, how long should it take before it becomes a lifestyle and easier to accomplish? And that's a very individual thing. Again, some people get right on and find it's easy. Other people struggle to avoid the carbs. Alicia asks, it's difficult for me to eat this way because the rest of my family doesn't eat this way. And what you want to do there, Alicia, is just to make sure that the foods are separated on the plate so that the starch is different than the meat and the veg, and you just feed the starch to the rest of the family. There's a 6-month lag, 6 to 12-month lag of family members and friends who usually then will be seeing your success and wanting to know what you're doing. So be patient. You don't have to fix everybody all at once, but leading by example is a great way to deal with the family that's not yet understanding it. Damien asks, how will I know when it's working for me? I'm unhealthy, not unhealthy, but have some weight to lose. Well, a low-carb lifestyle can be useful for lots of things, not only appetite control and weight loss, but also for fixing some metabolic problems like prediabetes, high triglyceride, low HDL in the blood. So you may not be sure to get your doctor to check labs to make sure that while on the outside you look healthy, that inside your metabolism is healthy too. Anastasia asks, when I feel like an urge to eat carbs, can I have a cheat day? And I hear this quite frequently. I don't like the term cheat day, or I'm not going to send you to the principal's office, for cheating, and I really just try to educate people on how our bodies work. So if you do eat some carbohydrates, your body has to burn them first. So you stop the fat burning, and then you burn the carbs. So if it depends on how much you have on a cheat day, but sometimes people will have just a taste of the food that they miss, to just get rid of that urge, and then it goes away for a while. And that, again, that's an individual thing, because some people with that just a taste, they end up snowballing into that full carb eating like they were doing before. So again, that's really something you have to try and see how you respond, Anastasia. Mary, Mary asks, is this a program that I should implement permanently? Well, I don't know yet. And what's interesting is 10 years ago, I would have said no. But now with the new science being applied onto the low-carb keto lifestyles, one of the major research meetings happens in Tampa, Florida, at the University of South Florida. And what's emerging is that this might actually be a healthier way to live than being a carb eater and a carb burner. But it's not solid yet. But so I'd say, Mary, I don't know. But as research is progressing, more and more studies show that it's a good thing rather than neutral or a bad thing. So that's a really good sign. And I'm trying to keep up on that as I follow this lifestyle myself. I want to make sure that all of the research is being positive, or most of it being positive. Wynelle asks, why is it not hard? Why is it not hard? We're bombarded with carb-loaded foods at every turn, holidays, weddings, retirements. Why is it not hard to sustain? Yeah, so Wynelle, you're one of those, I don't know if it's a third or half of folks that's just clear sailing. The Krispy Kremes, I hear they just got into New Zealand, or I don't mean to pull out any particular company, but the foods that used to tug at you and really make call out your name to eat me sort of thing, that fades away. And no one really knows why. Again, it's that just the phenomenon, the observation that carbs make you want to eat more carbs. When you get away from them, that tug, almost a magnetic tug, goes away for lots of people. And that's one major advantage of eating this way without lots of carbohydrates in the foods. So that's, is a low carb program easy to sustain? And I hope that's helpful for you. Please subscribe down below, ask some questions, and I hope that's helpful.